Okay, very good morning all of you. Now today we'll discuss the last part of the EC2 instance. In that we'll discuss how we'll add volume, how we'll remove the volume, okay, and after that how we'll take a backup and how we'll restore the backup, how we'll take the snapshot, like that stuff. Today we're gonna discuss. So make a note of that. To understand today's lecture, it is mandatory to understand how we'll launch the EC2 instance. Okay, first of all, I will show you today's learning path, and that we'll discuss how we'll do backup, like that stuff. First we'll create EC2 instance. Okay, so assume that in any situation, for example, if some employee wants additional space, okay, if some employee wants additional space, then we need to allocate a special volume to that user. Okay, so that means if admin wants to provide additional space to user, need to add volume. Okay, ऐसे भी केस हो सकती है. So we'll check for the second. Third, अगर ऐसा है कि for example if admin wants to remove the space, okay, for example he allocated 100 GB 50 GB to the particular user and added additional 50 GB to the particular user, and you need to remove the additional 50 GB. Okay, so if admin wants to remove space called volume, okay, to user, from user, okay, so same we can do that. Okay, fourth step today we're gonna learn about that is how we will take backup, okay, using snapshot. And last point today we're gonna learn how we will restore backup. Okay, once we take the backup, how we'll restore the backup, okay, in incremental way. We'll discuss what is incremental way, don't worry. Okay, incremental way. So today we're gonna discuss about this 5. Let's start today's session. First I will launch one EC2 instance. Okay, we will perform some basic command which will specify how many spaces are located, like that stuff. So login into AWS console. Click on the AWS management console. Click on login. And here we will launch one instance, Ubuntu instance. Here I will provide my credentials. Click on login. I will provide my credential. Now it's successful login into the console. Now we'll access EC2 instance. Go to the services. Click on the EC2 instance. See, we are working inside the OU region. Okay. And in last lecture we have the key called as a SYCSE. Okay. This one is a PPK key. and we have PESCUE key. We can use both because we have these two keys. Okay, I don't want to create today new key. Launch instance. Here I will use my, yes, I will use Ubuntu server. That's it. This one is the name. After that, we'll use Ubuntu operating system in the quick start. Okay, so here I will write Ubuntu. See, I wrote this Ubuntu. Click on the search. We'll choose Ubuntu operating system free tier. So we'll choose this one. Okay, done. We'll provide the name also, and we use this EMI instance type. We'll use another. Click on the compare instance type, and that we'll use T2 medium. Okay, we require 2 CPU and 4 GB of memory. Click on the instance. Later on, key pair. Here we'll use existing key pair. I can use PESCUE, I can use SYCC, I will use SYCC because we have both the key. And if you don't want to use existing key, click on the create new and you can create your own key, download that key. Okay, so click on that. Here provide the name and use, if you have Windows, use PPK, if you have Linux, use PIM. Okay, I will show you that point also, how will access the instance by using PIM only. Right now I don't want to create instance. Right now I don't want to create an instance. I don't want to create a key. So after that, network type, create new. I don't want to create I want to use existing. Click on the selective and here I will choose this first one. And I want to allocate a space of 30 GB. That's it. Okay. Click on that and launch instance. Finish. It took some time. Click on the instance. Just we need to wait for 1 minute. This one is the IP address of class A. This one is a private IP of class B. Just check out. Still it is pending. We need to refresh that instance through browser. Refresh it, check out whether right now it is running. See, my instance is working. Now we need to log in into the console. Once we launch instance, we need to connect it. Okay, once we launch it, we need to connect it. So my question is, can I able to connect instance by using private IP? So answer is no. If you want to connect the instance, then we need to use the private IP, public IP. Okay, so we need to use public IP, this public IP. Even I can use by using public DNS also in the Linux system. Okay, but right now I'm working on Windows operating system, so I will choose public IP only. Open that, go to the putty. So this one is a putty. Click on that. I will delete earlier. Just if you want to modify, then you can modify. Okay, so when we click on that, click on load. See, early settings will be open. Okay, right now I don't want to use it. I want to delete existing. Okay, click on that, click on open. class A IP address. Okay, now go to the data. Here we need to provide username as Ubuntu. By default, username of all Ubuntu is Ubuntu. Click on the SSH, click on auth, click on the SYCSC because we chosen a key as SYCSC. Okay, here I am not able to use I'm not able to use a key of PESU. What is the reason? Because whenever we launched the instance at that time, we provided a name as a key called as SYCSC. Make a note of that. Instance create करते समय जो भी हम नाम specify कर रहे हैं, okay, so that key must be added. So alternative, I cannot able to use PSU because the algorithm was different. Okay, so click on that. Click on the appearance. We will increase font size. So थोड़ा सा अच्छा दिखेगा. That's it. And click on the color, foreground color. Clearly आपको समझ में आएगा. That's it. It is not mandatory to click on appearance and color. But ये ना अच्छा नहीं दिखता है. Presentation click नहीं हो रहा है. So that's purpose. Session, and here I will add Ubuntu server. Okay, and we will click on the save button. So now click on that and open. Now it will accept all the connection. See, done. Now check out IP address. If you want to check by using ifconfig, you can check. One is my private IP address. See, 172.30.128.123. Okay, in that case it did not show any public IP. See, once we launch the instance, it will show only private IP. Why? Because the communication will be going on by using private IP. Okay, so for the first time connection, we will use a public IP. Later on, whatever you need to perform the operation inside the operating system, we need to use the private IP. Okay, so now check out, does we have right IP address 172.30.128.123? Check out. See, this one is my private IP address. Match. Okay, so that means we can say that it is a right. Okay, another important thing, I already told about the data center. See, availability zone is nothing but data center. Right now the instance is created inside the US is 2B. Make a note of that. जो भी data center में हमने instance launch किया है, whatever instance we launch in the data center, we need to add volume inside the data center. So for example, we have a data center name US East 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E, like that. Last bit will be changed. So for example, I have created instance inside the 2B, then we need to add the volume inside the 2B only. We cannot able to add the instance volume inside 2C. So there was a problem inside it. Okay, so I will show you, don't worry about that. So once we created that, we will update the system sudo apt-get update. Okay, this one is the first step. For everyone, we need to perform this first step. Okay, done. Now we need to fire some commands to check out the disk. Okay, so for that here I will use lsblk command. Okay, so it will show you list block. It will show how many disks you have. Okay, right now skip that loop part. Okay, click on this xvda. So this one is your disk name, having size 30 GB. See, xvda is your disk and the size of disk is 30 GB. So make a note of that. lsblk is a command which is used to list the block. lsblk is a command which is used to list the block. Okay, so here inside that xvda having size 29 GB, xvda 14 having size 4 MB, xvda 15 having size 106 MB. Okay, so this one is a boot file, so ये auto partition हुआ है. So for that reason, okay, make a note of that. xvda 30 GB. Okay, so now my second question, we successfully launched. If admin wants to provide additional space to the user need to add value. Okay, let's assume that कि एक user है having name suppose Ubuntu and उसको ना 30 GB of space will be allocated to that user, and certainly after 6 months this space is consumed, all space is consumed. Okay, he required additional space to work inside that. Okay, now the task of admin is he need to provide one volume. Okay, he need to provide one volume, and that volume will be added inside the what we say inside the this disk. Okay, so right now when I perform the lsblk command, so right now see we don't have any space. There's one also command so this one is command df-ht. It will show the mount point. ये ना mount point दिखाता है. So see earlier it was showing the xvda disk. Okay, see xvda disk will be mounted on slash partition. ये ना slash पे दिखाई दे रहा है आपको. Okay, so that disk is mounted on the slash. Okay, so make a note of that. These two commands are important. इसमें ना size के हिसाब से दिखाते हैं. Okay, H for human readable. Okay, disk file it will show all how much time how much it consumes. Okay, so see among the 28 GB the 1.5 GB is used, that means 5% is used. These are the other options. Okay, now let's do one thing. Well, create one volume. So for volume click on the volumes. See EC2 के अंदर ही होता है. Click on the volumes. Done. Right now see this one is my existing volume. Okay, and which will be available in data center 2B. Okay, whatever you need to whatever volume you need to add it, make a note of that. That volume must be added inside this 2B only. This one is a data center. I will show you another data center. So click on that. So I want to add 100 GB. Okay, if you want to change the type, you can change from the disk type, cold hard disk, provision hard disk. Okay, so I will use SSD only. Okay, so this one is the data center. See how many data centers are available. US East 2A, US East 2B, US East 2C. So every region has at least 3 data centers. Okay, कभी-कभी ना आप what we say वर्जीनिया में जाओगे, this region you will get the 5 to 6 data centers. Okay, हांगकांग में है. Okay, so these are the regions, and the region contains data centers. So in that case make a note of that. जो भी आपका data center है ना 2A 2B वही आप create करो. Okay, so earlier we created instance inside 2B. So here I will create 2B. That's it. So if you want to encrypt the disk, then we will provide this option, encrypt this. But I don't want to encrypt it. If you want to provide a tag, so here we need to provide a tag. Okay. So here I will provide additional. Okay. And click on the create volume. See the volume will be created. Okay, having something name. It is a creating. Okay, see availability zone match करना है. That's it. ये availability zone आपको match करना है. So here we will provide a name. That's it. Now we created that volume. Okay, so हमने volume तो create कर लिया. It took some time. Wait for a few minutes. It took some time. The volume is created. Okay, once it will be created, now we need to attach that volume. We need to attach that volume to the existing OS. Okay, so I will show you how we'll attach that. Right now this volume is available. See, volume is available. So now when we use lsblk command, it did not show the added volume. ये एडेड वॉल्यूम नहीं दिखाई देगा. See, the size of disk is a 30 GB. Okay, we have created volume of 100 GB. तो ये नहीं दिखाएगा. क्यों? Because this volume is not added. Okay, अभी ये volume add हुआ है क्या? नहीं. So we need to attach that. Right now the volume of status, it shows it is available. It shows it is available. Now click on the action. First of all, we need to click on the volume. See, after that go to the action and click on the attach volume. Okay, so ये attach किसको करना है? Existing में ही हो सकता है. See, US ist to be. So here we'll check for the instance existing. See, this one is our instance name, Ubuntu server. ये bottom में दिखाई दे रहा है, Ubuntu server. ये check करना है कि आपको attach किसके साथ करना है. That's it. And click on to attach volume. Now see, earlier it was showing available, now it is showing in use. पहले ना free था ना, तब ये available दिखाया था, अब ये use में दिखा रहा है. So click on the EC2 और वही है same. The volume is successfully attached. See, this one is my existing volume. So click on the EC2 dashboard. Click on the instance. Yeah, Ubuntu server is available. Now the successfully attached. Now here we'll use a command lsbl. Okay, click on that. See, earlier it was showing only xvda. Now it was showing xvda along with xvdf having size 100 GB. Having size 100 GB. इसे क्या कहते हैं? What we say? So we successfully attach volume. Okay, so ये आपका क्वेश्चन का आंसर हो गया. Okay, so अगर df-ht कमांड करते तो यहाँ वॉल्यूम नहीं दिखाई देगा. What is the reason? 100 GB कहाँ दिखाई देगा क्या? नहीं, because that volume is not mounted yet. Just we attach it. We attach that volume to the operating system, but we did not mounted that volume. Okay, so for that purpose we need to format that. After that we need to mount that. Okay, so mount में के लिए आपको /etc step में जाके उसकी एंट्रीज ऐड करना पड़ेगा, तभी वो माउंट होगा, अदरवाइज वो माउंट नहीं होगा. जस्ट it will show lsbl के कमांड, it will show this xvdf is available. That's it. Okay, so this is the answer of second. If admin wants to provide additional space to the volume. If admin wants to remove the space, अब मुझे क्या करना है? जो मैंने attach किया है, when I press the lsbl के, it shows 100 GB disk. Okay, and आगे ना ये mount point भी नहीं दिखा रहा है, मतलब ये कहाँ mount है? So how I can use that space? Right now I am not able to use that space. Just disk is added. No folder, no partitions is available inside the disk. Okay, so इसके लिए आपको इसको फॉर्मेट करके माउंट करना पड़ता है. अब थोड़ी देर बाद हम देखेंगे how will do that. Okay, now the next question is, if user wants to remove the space, अभी जो मैंने ऐड किया है ना, वही हम उसे रिमूव करके देखते हैं, फिर से हम ऐड करेंगे. Okay, so click on that, go to the volume, click on the volume and go to the action. Okay, first of all refresh it. Click on the volume, go to the action and click on deattach value. जैसे हमने अटैच किया था ना, वैसे हम deattach वॉल्यूम करेंगे. Okay, before that just I want to show you, यहाँ ये यूज में दिखा रहा है. जैसे भी मैं इसे deattach करूँगा ना, फिर से ये freely available, that means we can set available मैसेज आ जाएगा. So click on the deattach, click on see, it's still in process, so refresh it. See, now it is available. Now fire a command lsbl key. See, now it did not showing the xvdf. See, in earlier it was showing XVD of 100 GB. Now it is not showing. That means the third one. If someone wants to remove the space from the user, so attach and de-attach आपको ध्यान में रखना है. Okay. So we'll do one more thing. We'll attach and we'll do the backup process. Next question. I will take a backup of using snapshot. Okay. I will take a backup using snapshot. अब इसके लिए ना important task क्या होता है कि first we need to format and mount disk. अब इसे ना हमें format and mount करना पड़ता है, तो ही मैं इसे बैकअप लेके आपको एग्जांपल दिखा सकता हूँ, otherwise we cannot able to do that. Okay, so for that purpose, first of all I will launch this action attach volume. Done. Check out LSBLK. See, now it is showing. Now it is showing. Okay. Yeah. Done. So now we need to format that disk. LSBLK. Okay, so for that sudo mkfs ext4. See, these are the types. See, format type. Like Windows have NTFS, like Windows have FAT format. Similarly, Linux has BTFS format, CRAMS format, ext3, FAT, MDOS, VFAT, XFS, NTFS, MiniX, ext4, ext2. These are the type. So what should we do? Okay. So before that, just I want to explain one more command. LSBLK, which is used to list out the block, and BLK ID. Yeah, BLK ID is another command which will specify the disk partition file format. Okay, see, for example, XVD1 is your disk, and that disk is formatted using the type ext4. Okay, ये क्यों चाहिए आपको? ये रिक्वायर्ड है. ओके, ये रिक्वायर्ड है. एंड रिक्वायर्ड मतलब फाइल फॉर्मेट, हाउ द फाइल विल बी स्टोर्ड इनसाइड द डिस्क. ओके, सो देयर इज सम रूल्स ऑफ ext4, XFS, ext3, हर एक के रूल है. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल फाइल की साइज मिनिमम कितनी होनी चाहिए, फाइल की साइज मैक्सिमम कितनी होनी चाहिए. ओके, लाइक दैट स्टफ विल बी इनसाइड दैट फाइल फॉर्मेट. So right now, and there is another disk XVDA15. Okay, XVDA15, the boot options है इसके अंदर, and that file is formatted using a type called as a VFAT. See, okay, so मैं क्यों दिखा रहा हूँ? Because हमें एक फाइल अभी फॉर्मेट करने वाले हैं, and that file will be available inside this BLK ID. Right now it was not showing, but जैसे मैं फॉर्मेट करूँगा तो ये दिखाई देगा. So let's format. हमें फॉर्मेट किसको करना है? See, make a note of that. We need to format this disk, and that disk is available inside the dev/xvideo. So sudo mkfs makefilesystem.ext3 यूज करता हूँ मैं. ओके, सो अर्लियर इट वाज ext4 यूज है, इसलिए मैंने ext3 की. अब फॉर्मेट किसको करना है? /dev/xvdf. Click on that. See, creating a file system. Took some time. Allocation, group table, writing inodes to the table. creating journals. सीपीयू की साइज थोड़ा सा कम है ना, इसके लिए इट टेक टाइम। अगर आप इंक्रीज साइज यूज करते हो ना तो ये बहुत ही फास्ट करता है। सी LSBL के कमांड, सॉरी BLKID कमांड, अर्लियर इट वाज शोइंग ओनली 2 डिस्क, एक बूट फाइल दिखा रहा था और एक एक्चुअल डिस्क दिखा रहा था। नाउ चेकआउट, successfully formatted that. Because we required that mount point. अभी हमें ये चाहिए, क्यों? क्योंकि इसे माउंट करना है हमें। Okay, there is a problem in OS, तो वो दिखाई देगा आपको। ओके ठीक है, देयर इज मे बी प्रॉब्लम, ये यहाँ नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, बट वी सक्सेसफुली फॉर्मेटेड दैट डिस्क। ओके, इतना याद रखो कि हमने फॉर्मेट किया है। हाउ वी डिड फॉर्मेट, sudo abd hyphen get, sorry, sudo mkfs dot file format ext3, okay, and after that /dev ये तो नेम है xvdf। ओके, यहाँ और एक डिस्क अटैच कर दूँ तो वो अलग डिस्क हो जाएगी। बट मेक अ नोट ऑफ दैट ऑल डिस्क्स आर अवेलेबल इनसाइड द /dev। मेक अ नोट ऑफ दैट ऑल डिस्क अवेलेबल इनसाइड द /dev, ये याद रखना है आपको। सो वंस यू formatted now the task is you need to create volume, we need to mount that volume। अब जो हमने ये क्रिएट किया है ना xvdf, अब इसे ना माउंट करना है। ओके, सो हाउ विल डू दैट माउंट? सो माउंटिंग विल बी डन बाय यूजिंग /etc configuration file, /etc/fstab। ओके, सो नानो डिस्क का नाम याद रखो, दैट्स इट, xvdf। ओके, /etc /etc/fstab। ओके, इनसाइड दैट वी नीड टू माउंट। अब इसको यहाँ माउंट करना है। ओके, टेम्परेरी माउंट भी किया जाता है, परमानेंट माउंट भी किया जाता है। सो बिफोर दैट माउंट करते समय सी यहाँ ना आपको ना आगे कुछ तो नाम दिखाई दे रहे हैं, बूट EFI, ओके, एंड समथिंग कॉल्ड एज अ स्नैप अमेजोन। तो आपके 100 GB के आगे कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है क्या आपको? नहीं, नो। सो दैट मीन्स यहाँ आपको फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल माउंट किस पे करना है ये करना जरूरी है। सो फॉर दैट हियर आई विल क्रिएट वन फोल्डर mkdir एंड हैविंग नेम sycac, ये फोल्डर पे मुझे माउंट करना है। ओके, सो अब मैं ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन फाइल में जाता हूँ, sudo, ये थोड़ा सा ना हेवी है बट जस्ट आई विल रिवाइज वन मोर टाइम इन नेक्स्ट सेशन बिकॉज ये आज कंप्लीट भी नहीं होने वाला है। /etc fstab, रिस्टोर का हम बाद में देखेंगे, स्नैपशॉट एंड रिस्टोर। sudo /etc/fstab, सॉरी, sudo nano /etc/fstab। मेक अ नोट ऑफ दैट ओनली, जस्ट आपको ना ये याद रखना है कि डिस्क का नाम क्या है, xvdf, एंड कहाँ माउंट करना है, SYCS, इतना याद रखो, बाकी इजी है। ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हियर वी नीड टू स्पेसिफाई द डिस्क नेम /dev/xvdf1 था क्या, चेक, डिस्क नेम xvdf था ओनली, /dev/xvdf। जो BL के आईडी की कमांड थी ना, BL के आईडी कमांड, सो मेक नोट ऑफ दैट, दैट कमांड अगर उसको आईडी मिल जाता ना, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट दिस /dev/xvdf वी कैन यूज दैट। ओके, सो फॉर दैट BL की आईडी कमांड इज यूजफुल। सो जस्ट आई विल शो यू, just I will save that information। Just make a note of that, the disk name। So I will show you BL के ID command। See, ये जो आपको ID दिख रहा है ना, so अगर यहाँ ID मिल जाता हमें, so just we need to paste this UID। Okay, so maybe there is a problem, so we need to paste it instead of this /dev/xvdf। Okay, so let's do that। एंड जस्ट आपको इसका पाथ लगेगा SYCS प्रेजेंट वर्किंग डायरेक्टरी, इसका पाथ कहाँ है, /home/ubuntu। सो ये पाथ हमें वहाँ लगेगा। चलो लेट्स कॉन्फ़िगर दैट, /dev/xvdf कहाँ माउंट करना है, फर्स्ट वी नीड टू प्रोवाइड अ डिस्क नेम। /dev/x, where we need to mount our /home/ubuntu/SYCS। I want to mount the disk on this folder। Okay, after that what will be the file format? File format हमें याद है ext3 यूज किया है। Okay, that's it, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं है। So here by default here I will use default zero space 0, that's it। 0 ना डिस्क चेक एरर्स एंड इसके लिए होते हैं। सो 0 मतलब फॉल्स वैल्यू होती है। ओके, सो डिस्क चेकअप एंड एरर्स के लिए यूज किया जाता है। सो ये 6 फील्ड्स है, 1 2 3 4 5 6। ओके, सो अभी सेव करते हैं, Ctrl+O, एंटर, Ctrl+X। सो ये सक्सेसफुली सेव LSBL के चेकआउट। तो इसके अंदर फिर भी नहीं दिखा रहा है, माउंट तो हमने किया है डिस्क के अंदर। सो फॉर दैट जस्ट वी नीड यूज mount -a, दैट्स इट। sudo mount -a, then now use LSBL की कमांड। सी अर्लियर xvdf के अंदर कुछ भी नहीं दिखाई दे रहा था, कहाँ माउंट है, राइट नाउ xvdf और ये माउंट पॉइंट। अब इसके अंदर जो भी मैं लिखूंगा SYCS के अंदर, that will be stored in that disk। okay, that will be stored in a xvdf only। और इसे अनमाउंट करते समय अनमाउंट कर दूंगा मैं। ओके, टुमारो विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट व्हेनेवर आई अनमाउंट दिस। ओके, जैसे मैंने माउंट किया ना, वैसे मैंने अनमाउंट कर दिया, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम द डेटा विल नॉट स्टोर इन अ डिस्क। ओके, द डेटा विल बी स्टोर्ड इन अ लोकल डिस्क ऑफ SYCS। SYCS की जो लोकल फोल्डर है ना, उसके अंदर डेटा स्टोर हो जाएगा। ओके, सो सो आज के लिए इतना ही काफ़ी है. थोड़ा सा रिपीटेड वीडियो देखो और ये प्रैक्टिकल परफॉर्म करो. If you have any doubt, we'll discuss about that. So tomorrow we'll discuss about how we'll take a backup using snapshot, how we'll restore it, and also हम कल ना partition भी chapter देखने वाले. We'll do the chapter of partitions also. Okay. So till now, if you have any query, quickly let me know. Otherwise, we'll close the session. Before that, I will take attendance. Just 1 minute. So, Samiksha, if you have any query, let me know. Rishikesh, Prashant, Shruti, Yash, Pratik, Anand. Pallavi, Diwali, holiday. Okay. Okay, just I will explain. I will update tomorrow itself. Okay. आज ही हम update करेंगे and we'll check for the holidays also, and after that we'll continue. Okay. So till now, does anyone have question? No. So we'll close the session. Thank you.